Hi folks, season's greetings. This is Rick Goetze here, the author of the Little Ricky series of short stories. Today I'd like to read out for you Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I have owned this little beautiful book that was given to me by my parents when I was a small boy at age 5. This was one of my Christmas gifts, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, a little golden book for children. Once there was a reindeer named Rudolph who lived at the North Pole in Toyland. Rudolph was younger and smaller than the other reindeer there. They all had proud, tall antlers. Rudolph's antlers were only tiny stubs. Worst of all, Rudolph had a nose that was big, bright red. It was so red it glowed in the dark. Poor Rudolph! He wanted to be like the other reindeer in Toyland. Oh, to have a small, brown nose instead of a big, bright, red one. The other reindeer made fun of Rudolph and called him names. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, they teased over and over until tears glistened on Rudolph's large red nose. Sometimes the other reindeer made a circle around Rudolph and sang, red nose, a funny sight, a big apple and twice as bright. They kicked up snowballs with their hooves and covered Rudolph with a blanket of white, fluffy snow. All the reindeer loved to play games. They played tree tag and snow slide and tumble bones, but Rudolph was never asked to play. He stood behind a pine tree and watched. He was very lonely. Rudolph couldn't even play hide and seek with the rabbits. His glowing red nose gave him away every time. Before Christmas Eve, Santa's elves posted a sign on the gate to Toyland. Santa's team choosing time, the sign said. All reindeer were asked to line up at 8 o'clock in the meadow. Santa Claus was coming to choose the team that would deliver presents to every good boy and girl in the world. The reindeer fairly danced with excitement. They had heard the news. They pranced and tossed their antlers. They pawed the snow ground with their hooves. Each reindeer hoped he would be chosen to guide Santa's sleigh. It was the greatest honor a reindeer could ever have. Rudolph sighed. He was ashamed to have Santa see his bright red nose, so he decided to hide. At 8 o'clock, when all the other reindeer had gone to the meadow, Rudolph hid in a toy pirate chest that the elves had built. It had a heavy wooden lid and big brass hinges. No one would find him in there. In the meadow, all of the reindeer in Toyland except Rudolph stood in line while Santa inspected them. Santa chose carefully. Only the fastest, the strongest, and the best reindeer would do. I think Dasher will be fine. He's the biggest reindeer, said Santa. Dasher, wrote his elf assistant in a big book. And Dancer is the strongest, said Santa, pulling his beard. Dancer, wrote the elf. Ho ho! Let's see, continued Santa. Here's Prancer and here's Vixen. They make the smoothest landings on rooftops. Comet is the fastest, and Cupid is the most sure-footed, said Santa. I picked them. At last, Santa said, I choose Donner and Blitzen. They're the best at twisting over trees and skimming over telephone poles. The reindeer and Santa's team were very happy. They rubbed noses, they danced, and clinked their antlers together. Even the reindeer who weren't chosen were given other jobs. One would test electric trains. Another would cuddle with Christmas kittens. The only reindeer without a job was Rudolph. He wanted to help, but he knew he'd be laughed at, so he stayed hidden in the toy pirate box. At last it was Christmas Eve. Santa and his elves were busy packing the sleigh. I don't care if they make fun of me, said Rudolph suddenly. I want to help too. He jumped out of the box. I'll bring Santa's team a pail of nice cool water, he decided. They'll get thirsty on their long journey. The night was bitter cold, and a terrible fog covered all the earth. Santa's elves kept bumping into each other as they hitched up the team. They could hardly see as they put the bright red harnesses and tied each jingle bell. To make things worse, Dasher and Dancer were fighting over who was to be the lead reindeer. I was chosen first, said Dasher, stamping angrily. But you always trip over the moon, said Dancer, kicking a fallen star. Even Santa was cross. We'll never get there if you two don't stop quarreling, he said. And where is my Christmas list? Dash it all? I can't see a thing in this fog. Just then, A soft red glow lit up the snow. "Thank goodness," said Santa, suddenly jolly again. "I've found my list. Ho, ho! I've tucked it into my belt." "Who brought this fine lantern?" asked Santa. "I must take it with me. Why, I can see perfectly now." "It's not a lantern," said Rudolph, trembling. "The light comes from my nose." "Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer," said Santa. "I'm certainly glad to see you. Your light will guide my sleigh tonight. I appoint you head of my team and #1 reindeer in the world." Rudolph held his head high. Proudly he pranced to the front of the team. All the other reindeer bowed. Donner and Dancer helped Rudolph put on his harness, and Cupid gave him a beautiful sprig of holly berries. Then down, down through the clouds and over the sleeping houses, Santa and his team flew on the foggy Christmas Eve. And leading the whole procession was Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. So if you ever see a soft glow in the sky on Christmas Eve, you can be sure that Rudolph, the most famous reindeer of all, is very near. Merry Christmas! This little book was given to me when I was a small boy, about age 5, back in 1970 by my parents. It is a treasure that I've kept for all these years, and now I'm sharing it with you. Merry Christmas, everyone. From Rick Goetze, author of the Little Ricky short stories. Bye-bye. This Christmas season, let us offer each other love, loyalty, and friendship. The Little Ricky way. Enjoy Little Ricky, the boy from Otter Lake, or Little Ricky, the lad from Otter Lake, this Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hi folks, Rick Goetze here. I'm the author of the Little Ricky collection of short stories. I just want to let you know that every time you buy a book from me, either from Kobo or from Amazon, I donate every dollar I make from my royalties to a food bank. I give everything I make to charity. I donate every dollar to the Allen Gardens Food Bank. Thank you for your support. Hi folks, season's greetings. This year, I am happy to announce that my entire selection of short stories is now equally available in audiobook format. Little Ricky the Boy, the Lad, and the Young Man audiobooks can be now found on Ritukan Kobo. This year, you can now enjoy this Little Ricky Christmas story not only as an audiobook, but also as a paperback or an ebook from Amazon. Amazon sells my full collections or individual stories as paperbacks and ebooks, whereas Kobo now gives you the opportunity to get any Little Ricky short story or full collection as an audiobook. Prices start at the low cost of only $5.99. In Amazon or in Kobo, simply search for books by author, by my name, Richard J. M. Gauthier. This Christmas I am offering A Child's Magic Christmas. The best Christmas gift is love. Ricky's Journey Home for Christmas. And of course, the Little Ricky Christmas Collection, a set of holiday tales spanning Christmas events from the early 1970s to the late 1980s. Escape the Christmas rush this year. Take some time for yourself.
Sit back and enjoy a heartwarming holiday tale today. It's the perfect Christmas gift for you. It is the perfect Christmas gift for your friends and family.